I associate it when they said flow as like, you can do this, you know, you could be one of the ones doing this.
Let it flow, let yourself go, slow and low, that is the tempo.
When you flowing, it's like that syllable structure.
Putting it together and using metaphors.
Think of the beat basically as like a riverbed, and it has a certain obvious path the water flows.
When I was young, I would think about the flow. The flow would only be the way the water rolled.
And some beats make the water zigzag back and forth like rapids, and it's like some really crazy flowing.
Down the side of the gutter when I would make a little boat with my paper.
And some beats are just real, like it's a big wide open stream and it's just a smooth ride. I like those MCs that find those little weird pockets, eddies and rip curls and whatever you call them. And once you hear it, you realize that that's like the perfect pocket.
When an MC is flowing, it's like they riding the beat. They find the pocket, they find the parts of the beat to make their voice an instrument.
A lot of times you get cats that don't even sound like they listening to the beat. They just kind of, they hear the beat and they kind of just going along, but they don't really fuse themselves with the beat.
Flowing is more of a style, like their flow, that flow is tight, versus somebody just kind of just yelling at you.
You know, you have other artists that do the sketch type of styles, and you have the dudes that have the flow. That, like, to me, that's the flow, like the hitting that 4-bar.
Dun 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 dun. Cause you could be an actually really simple rapper, but just have a hot ass flow, and that gets over. Versus you saying all this intelligent shit and nobody's understanding what you're talking about.
And along with that, like keeping control of what your topic is, not just, you know, rhyming.
One big thing about hip-hop in Los Angeles, I think, is people are really interested in intelligence and what you have to say.
I give the biggest ups to people that will go through a whole entire story rhyming.
Freshman year was like when I was really budding as a poet. I started writing and then exposing what I sounded like.
Before I even really got into hip-hop, I was a poet since I was 8 years old. Rapping to me was just poetry with a flow.
They were like, oh yeah, you can rap, but you're not really talking about anything. And that's always been the story. So from then on, I started learning how to craft my words into what I was actually trying to say so people can feel what it is that I'm feeling.
It's from somebody hard and they're feeling it and it's the passion of it. That's when they flowing. You could just feel it when you hear the lyrics, when you hear everything they saying. It's coming from the gut.
Flow is about the way that the MC constructs their words. Raps are an instrument, and how we place them is how we're playing on the beat.
It's a relationship. The MC and the music have to mesh well together. Your flow gotta ride that beat and complement it.
A double syllable is cool. Triple syllable is like, goddamn, homie, you got that shit cracking.
The rhythm in your voice, the way you ride the track, your breath control, your clarity.
Being able to pause and jump back in on a different cadence.
At times you might have to compromise the lyrics, but it's all about the rhythm. It's all about the pocket and how your voice and tone and delivery blends in with the beat.
There's a lot of MCs who think they got bars and stuff, but they just can't. They can't style. They can't just like go there, you know? Dope MCs who could really flow, they have that agility.
When a dancer is flowing, he is moving in unison with everything. Not just the song that the DJ is playing, the guitar, the bass, the drums, the flute, because he's actually being the visual interpretation of what's being played. His flow can't be premeditated because then it's not a flow, just like a freestyle rap.
When you can form a whole song out of a freestyle and it actually sounds like you wrote it, it's really just coming off the mind.
It's almost like a meditation.
Telekinetically being at one with the universe and just feeling energy come through your body, out your esophagus.
Flow is infinite, it goes beyond.
If you're freestyling, you're opening yourself up and saying, whatever comes to me, let it go through me.
For MCs coming up, that's something you should always have in your arsenal. You need to know how to freestyle because at any time you can be put on the spot, and it's just cool to come up with sporadic shit.
It's an amazing experience. I recommend it. You should try it.
Flow and Tell has been the biggest stepping stone for me. The flow is the energy in my body, and I get to tell everybody my story. And for that to be my first moment, you know, in front of everybody, it meant the world to me.
It's good to be part of something that grows rapidly.
There's like a billion people out here rapping and they're all like super dope.
I like being able to be a part of something that I really love.
I'm honored to be a part of something that's gonna be monumental in the history of rap.
It's our profound and yet humble attempt to let it naturally accumulate more and more followers. That's all love. It's fat. FAT. It's like fat without the P and the A.